Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 2 of Balance Point. I was thinking this morning about the bees. And so the bees are blackberry harvesters, blackberry flower harvesters. That's our main harvest. And for a good harvest to happen, we need enough rain, enough sunshine, enough, all these small little elements, and then it creates an amazing harvest. And there is always a harvest, but there's certain conditions that make an optimum harvest. And then I started thinking about balance and the optimum conditions that create balance. And it's many, many different things. It's insight, it's understanding, it's knowing, it's microphone. Oh, yes. Oh, wrong microphone. 1 second. Sorry. I'm back. It should be the right microphone now. So it's that optimum conditions that create balance or create honey. And so I was just thinking, over the next month, we're going to be looking at what are the optimum conditions, or what are the elements that we need to create balance in our bodies, in our practice, but also in our lives. So come sit. So you're going to be using the block or the book or the cushion that you're sitting on, or you can sit in a chair. Okay, so come, welcome. So sitting on your block, and have your legs in whatever way feels comfortable for you. That could be your legs long, that could be one knee bent, one leg straight, that could be both knees bent. And just find your ground, find that sense of, in this moment as I sit here, I can find balance or my ground, and look at the elements that create that. So it's enough comfort in your legs that your spine can be upright and that you're not efforting too much. The cushion underneath your bum or the book underneath your bum will create some leeway in that spine moving or spine rising. So just closing your eyes and feel into your body. Have a sense of this moment right now and your sit bones on the surface that you're touching. And then ever so gently, just sway your center of gravity a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left. And this is really in your pelvis that you're looking for it. Even though my shoulders are moving, I'm not paying attention to my shoulders. I'm paying attention to the consequence of moving my center of gravity through my deep belly. In some traditions, they call it the hara, this sense of, in tango, it's the center of gravity. It's, how do I shift from side to side with my center of gravity? And then you're going to draw that circle that we did yesterday. Just draw a circle with your center of gravity. Um, and it could be a small circle, could be a big circle, and then circle in the other direction. And if you're sitting like this and your knees begin to get sore, then change your legs. Okay, so it will highlight many things as we begin to shift and move. Nice. And then find a center. It's not left, it's not right, it's not forward, it's not back. And then notice where your shoulders rest on your spine, and just a little bit drop your head forward so your shoulders round, and then lift your chest so your head falls backwards. But I'm not moving my neck, I'm just moving my shoulders. Head rounds, spine rounds forward, spine rounds back, or arches back. And feel that in the movement of your spine. So feel, oh, look, when I go backwards, I can feel this. And when I go forwards, I can feel this. Backwards, I can feel this. Forwards. Nice. Come to center. And then just side bend your neck and shoulders from side to side and feel it in your spine. Before we were looking for movement in our pelvis. Now I'm only looking for it up in the shoulders, up in the neck. I'm feeling and looking for feedback from this area. Nice. And then come to center and just play a bit with center. Move a tiny bit forward, move a tiny bit back. Sorry. Notice your pelvis where it's sitting on the chair or the floor. How do you center your shoulders over your pelvis? For me, I have to drop. My tendency is to sit with my chest really forward to hold me up. So I'm just going to sit back a bit into my back of my body a little bit more. And then just pause. And as you pause, if you were a banana, what kind of a shape will your spine be right now? Does it have a shape? Is one shoulder a bit higher or lower? Is one hip a bit higher or lower? Just notice. If your spine had a shape, what it would be. Nice. Cool. So remove your block and come all the way up to stand. So coming up to stand, whatever way you do, and your block is on your mat, and you're going to bring your right foot to your block. Okay, so my right foot is on a book. Okay, so right foot is on a book, and make sure the book is big enough and it's not a soft copy of a book, so that it's a hard copy. So the outer edge of the book is hard. Okay. And so my book is there on the right foot and my left foot is just standing on the ground. And now push down into that right foot and straighten your leg. And as I do that, my left foot's going to lift off the ground. And it's just like this sense of a lift and then a drop. Lift and then a drop. And so as I do this, I'm straightening the right leg. Okay, straightening the right leg. And so my hips are staying parallel to the floor as I do this. Lift. Because when my knee is bent and then my leg is straight. So my hips aren't hiking or changing. Nice, change legs. Bring your left foot to the block. Straighten your leg. Straighten your leg. Straighten your leg. Straighten your leg. Nice. Okay, so come back to the right foot on the block. And now your 2 feet are going to stay exactly where they are. And now straighten your right leg. So now my pelvis is at a angle. So my right hip is way higher than my left. And now bend your knees so your hips come back to square. Straighten your right leg. My whole pelvis hikes because my 2 feet are on the ground. One is on a block, one is on the floor. And then bend your knee. So just do that a few times. Let your right leg straighten. And as you do so, I feel like I should be chewing gum. Oh, so funny. So just feel. So straighten your right leg and just feel your hip hiking up as you do this. And my hands are on my hips, so I can feel the hike of my hip. Nice. Try the other side. So your left foot's on the block, your hands are on your hips, and now just straighten the left leg. And so for me on this side, this leg doesn't hike as easily. And so my whole torso is being slightly pushed off as I do it. Whereas on the other side, my torso stayed very still with the hiking of my hip. It had more give to it. So just notice as you straighten your leg, what happens through your body? What do you feel through your body? So interesting. So I can feel there's less give on the outside of my leg and this leg. Nice. One more time. Super. So get rid of your block. And so in the next 21 days, you can use a wall at any stage. You can use a stick from a mop or something, or you can just stand and do it free in the air. So, or use the side of a chair if you wish. Okay. So always adapt and use as much support as you need. So we're going to start with any amount of support that you need. Lift your right foot off the floor. And so earlier we were looking at, so now with my right foot off the floor, my hips are square to each other. They're square to the floor. Bring your hands to your hip and now lift your right hip up and then drop your right hip down. So again, as much support as you need, right hip up, right hip down. So I'm feeling this sense of as I change, as I hike my right hip, as I drop my right hip, it's quite wobbly. Hike and drop your right hip. Nice. Try the other side. As much support as you need, wall, whatever it is. Bring your hands to your hips if you wish. Lift your left foot off the floor and then hike your left hip and then drop your left hip. Hike and drop. How do you lift and drop your hip? How do you stay balanced while creating movement within the balance structure? How awesome. Cool. So come stand to the front of your mat. And so now both feet are on the ground. Your hips are parallel to the floor. And just sway your weight over towards the right. I just feel that the left foot could float off the floor because there's just no weight in it. So you're not lifting it anywhere, but my left foot is hovering on the floor because I've leaned over towards the right. And now the other side, lean towards the left. And then let your right foot hover. It's not going anywhere, it's just hovering where it was. And so if you want to do this with your eyes closed, always very interesting. And which one feels like the most normal for you? There's always a leg, literally there's a leg that we stand on all day long. And then the other one comes in every once in a while. Change to the other side, maybe with your eyes closed or not. As soon as you close your eyes in balance, it just exponentially makes it harder. But that's also really good. You really rely on your proprioception, interoception, more so than your eyes for the anchoring. Nice. Come back to center. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reach up and lean a little bit back and look back. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Pause. Right leg is long, you're leaning into your hips. Step your left foot back. Pause. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Stretch your legs long, reach your fingers back. Rise. So bum is squeezing, toes are reaching, fingers are gliding backwards, and my torso is rising. Hands to the floor, push back.
All the way back, downward dog. Lean back into your legs, pull back into your heels. Bend your right knee and lean your bum towards the right. And find that place where, without any effort, you can just lift your left hand off the floor because it's outside of the gesture of balance. Left hand can easily lift. Bend your left knee, rock your bum towards the left, and find the moment where your right hand can lift without affecting the balance in any way. And then back to center. Lean deeply back into your hips. Drop your knees to the floor, step your right foot forward. Super. Rise up with your fingers. Reach up and look up. Maybe lean a little bit backwards if you wish. Nice. Reach your hands back behind you, keeping your torso upright. Open into your shoulders. Feel right now, so I can feel my front leg is seeking balance. There's this kind of wobbly work that's happening that's very interesting. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Lengthen your back leg, step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, slowly rolling up. Back of your hands come together, reaching up towards the ceiling. Lean a little bit back. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Cool. Super. Other side. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together, reaching up, looking up. Lean a little bit back. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Nice. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Pause. Step your right foot back. Pause. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Reach your toes, squeeze your bum. Reach your arms, lift your head. Feel that sense of your spine is lengthening. Deep sense of work through the back of your body. Squeeze your bum even more. So reach through your legs. Nice. Hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. All the way back into your downward dog. Pause. Bend your left knee. Rock your bum over towards the left. Find that moment of right hand is free. And then change. Bend your right knee. Lean your bum towards the right. Find the moment where your left hand is free. Nice. Straighten both legs. Step your left foot forward, all the way forward. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe lean back. Rise up. Drop your hands all the way down and back behind you. Open into your chest. Again, I can feel that left foot working, wobbling away there gently as it seeks to balance the work or this pose in this moment. Because my right knee is hard to stabilize completely, so the left leg has to work more. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Straighten your back leg, step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Back of your hands come together, reaching up toward the ceiling. Maybe lean back. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Wow, super. Nice. So come sit on the floor and have your feet wide. Hey, bear. So feet are wide. You're sitting on the floor. And just find the sense of the ground beneath you. So lean into your heels. Rise through your spine. So again, notice that what we did earlier, like lean your pelvis a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left. Right, so it's almost like I'm trying to lift or lighten one buttock as I do this. And then find center where both sit bones are pushing down, push down into both feet. Nice. And then reach your left hand towards the left and do whatever you need to do with the right leg to reach as far as you can. So my right knee is bending as I reach. Come all the way back to center. Reach your right hand towards the right. And I'm bending my left knee so that I can reach as far as I can towards the right. And just travel from side to side. Reach to the left. Left hand goes left. Center. Reach to the right. Right hand goes right. Center. So now I'm going to do the cross the body one. So we're going to do it with our block. So we're going to imagine that this is a pizza. And I'm going to offer the pizza to the left side with my right hand. So the pizza is in my right hand. Bring your left hand to the floor. And then what do you do? So I've turned my feet, bending my knees a little bit, and I'm offering the pizza as far to the left side as I can. And just feel that reach. Like, how would you go a little bit further with the gesture of reaching? Nice. Come back to center. And really let it be organic. Literally, let your body move in the way that it does. Bring your pizza to the left hand, right hand to the floor, and then offer your pizza as far as you can towards the right. What do you do? Like, how far can you reach with your left hand to the right? Nice. One more time each side. Pizza to the right hand, reach towards the left. My left hand is really supporting me. It's the scaffolding of the movement. Without my left hand, I wouldn't be going far. So really feel that. If you imagine lifting your left hand off the floor, you'll just fall. Back to center. Last one. Pizza to the left. And bring your left hand towards the right. Reach as far as you can. And back to center. Super. Get rid of your pizza and come lie on the floor. All the way down. Land on the floor. Knees are bent. Arms are out into a T. Drop your knees down towards the right. Center. And then down towards the left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Maybe come into gliders if that's your choice. Or some version of movement that you feel. Maybe squeeze your knees towards your chest and rock from side to side. For me, gliders is always such an amazing way of easing into or opening into my sacroiliac joints, into the side body. Nice. And then come back to center. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Walk your shoulders away from your pelvis. And pause. So I was thinking about balance and, in the context of regulation even. A dysregulated system finds it very hard to make regulated choices. So if I'm eating loads and loads of sugar, it's very hard for me to not eat sugar because it's like my system is wired into the metabolization of that, and that's how the chemical composition of me is in that moment, in that way. So same thing, if you're really out of balance, it's very hard to make choices within balance. So I think the main things that I'm thinking about is how to create stability and awareness. And then from that place, balance will come. And so awareness, what is it that I am doing right now? Where is it that I am in my life in the balance of all the different elements of me? And so same thing, it's like slowly mapping out the places in us that feel really at ease or places that feel like they're struggling or not so easeful. Thanks for joining me. It's such a pleasure to
seek into balance, to work and play into balance. Have your book or block handy for tomorrow. We shall stand on it and we shall offer pizza. Great. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day. Really so wonderful to be here. Great. Ciao, ciao.